Eddie Posty, good to see you, dude. Actually, I'll just move over there. We'll see. Actually, I should be doing YouTube. Good afternoon, everyone. Richard Leanne, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Give me an uno momento. Let me do some YouTube side of the world still, because you know I am slacking today as always. Momento. Let me do some YouTube. Mute myself. Do. How you doing, Jim? Good to see you, sir. Hope you're well. Maybe 30 seconds, I think. Give or take. How are we all doing? Posty, I am pretty good, but a little bit nervous. I'll tell you why in a minute. It's kind of one of those where you just think, ah, dang it, and it would sum up my look about right as it goes. You know what I mean? It is one of those, but we'll see. I'll explain it in a minute. Peter J, how you doing, sir? Just missing the KJ now, and the radio room is complete. I think we're good there. I think we're good there. That is. Oh, I didn't do the link. Do you know what? Let's go and get the link because there's kind of some news on this one as well. So let me just go and grab the link. Somebody's found it. Somebody's found it. There we go. Copy the link. Right, let me just go and paste that into Playboy Side of the World and all that kind of good stuff. Playboy, there we go. Oh, I haven't just closed it, have I? Am I an idiot? I think I'm an idiot, you know. No, I got it. We're good. Right, I'm going to rely on you guys to hopefully the transition works, because I'm not going to be able to read chat for a second once I start. So I'm going to hide chat. For a minute, and then I'll read it out. Yeah, let's do this! Oh, I don't know if my camera works either. Oh, I might just have to do that. Let's have a look. We'll figure it out. Oh, the camera works. Professional streamer. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. TFTC One going live, I can only be described as a Sunday night, baby. In fact, I can see that over there, so that's really good. I will leave that there for a second. I'm going to start as I mean to carry on. I'm going to wish you guys cheers and good health. Oh, that's nice. So let's just crank on, because I like to do things. So the title of the stream is new ships or new U-boats on the horizon. There has been a devlog #6 beta testing U-boat progression new missions update that is available on Steam. So go and check that out. If you don't have time to get that on Steam, that's what I'm here for. I will do that for you. So let's just read it. Let's just take 2 to 3 minutes to work through it, and then at least then you have the information. I appreciate you're just going to see a screen from this side. If you want the information, it is available on Steam. So, dear captains, we are back with the next devlog for the upcoming release update. This time, we'll dive into the details of how you'll pass through new U-boat types, discuss new mission content, and highlight some other improvements. U-boat progression. As we announced previously, the full release update will bring new playable U-boat types to the game. We've heard your questions about the differences of the individual U-boats and how they've worked out the details of the progression system and how to obtain these vessels. Let's dive in. Dive in. If you choose to, you'll be able to start with the Type 2A. Is apparently your first available U-boat, or will be the first U-boat if you choose to. It's a small and cosy U-boat with a limited range, sufficient to perform patrols around the British Isles in 1939 to 1940. The big upside of these U-boats is their smaller size that makes them harder to spot on the surface or detect with sonar underwater. They also have more compact engines and are less numerous in crew, which emits less noise and makes them harder to detect on the hydrophone for the hydrophone operators. The Type 2A, this first boat, lacks the UBOAT and deck gun capability of sinking ships. But once you upgrade to the Type 2D, so there's the second boat, or an upgrade to the Type 2A, it's going to be quite a decent variant equipment with the UBOAT and range nearing the Type 27. So Type 2, let's just go Type 2 is the first one. Obviously the A and the D are variants. Then you move on to the Type, Type 7B is going to be in familiar territory. If you've played the game before, it's much more heavily armoured than the Type 2, with one additional launch on the bow, one on the stern, a much larger torpedo capacity, and a deadly deck gun. It can also dive to much deeper than the Type 2. The Type 2C, or sorry, the Type 12C, no, Type 7C, I'll get there in a minute, my Roman numerals are bad. So Type 7C, so there's Type 7 variants, B and C, is similar experience to its predecessor, but it's better conning tower and supports more upgrades. It's also equipped with much improved T.VH.RE S3 torpedo calculator that will make your torpedo solutions more accurate. Oh, more accurate, damn. The new TDC, in contrast to the C-37, present the older models adjust torpedo solutions to your own course changes in real time, as well as allows you to launch torpedoes during a turn. Ah, okay, so the Type 2, don't bother. You need to be pointing in the direction-ish. The last U-boat, the Type 7C-41, so there's a 7B, a 7C, and a Type 7C/41, is the one you may be familiar with from the real life as the U995 in Le Beau is one of this type. The main upgrade of this boat is much higher pressure resistance than its predecessors, but it also starts with heavily armoured Turn 4 conning tower by default. Nice. All these U-boats can be unlocked with the newly introduced ship upgrade points and are granted for completing certain campaign objectives. So how you earn those? The ship upgrade points are new to us. We've obviously had the budget and stuff, but never seen those. So that's your ships. Let me see if it says what new playable U-boat types. Let me click that and see what that does. Let me just see where that's taking me. Ah, there you go. Playable U-boats at FSR version 2 is the Type 2A, the Type 2D, the Type 7B, the Type 7C, and the Type 7C-41 is that. Can I go backwards to where I was originally? Yes, I can. So there you go. So those are the ships. Those are what we've read out. Alternative map mode. We also have good news for all simulation lovers. We've added a new gameplay mode that doesn't have the integrated 3D view on the map, but instead the map is always presented in 2D paper style. To make such mode practical, we've also ensured that ports are now drawn directly onto the map. As you may have noticed previously, port wharves were present on it and only appeared on the port if you could see them in the 3D. New missions. For the next update, we've added several new historically based missions. For example, there is a new mission where you will land a demolition team to sabotage a railway near Alexandria. These new missions belong to 2 new multi-stage campaigns, one for the Atlantic and one for the Mediterranean. We've also reworked most of the old missions present in the game to make them more historically accurate and interesting to play. For example, missions about landing spies now take place in historical locations, while regular patrol assignments have been enhanced with a few new side missions added for variety. I kind of like that. All missions in the game now include a list of historical sources on which they are based. Ooh. Lookout Crew. That's the next one. It's a small feature, although it's something that was often requested and is actually very aesthetically pleasing. The officer assigned to the Lookout Crew no longer sits all day on the Ouzo, but uses binoculars to like the rest of the Watch Crew. He goes to the Ouzo only when ordered to prepare a torpedo solution. And the pièce de la résistance. Really? No. Go away. No, absolutely not. Beta testing. While we finished the content that we planned, as things stand there, it's clearly still work left to do, bug fixes and prepping for the final release. Nice. For this reason, we've decided to organise beta testing before we leave the waters of early access. Doing this will let us work together to finalise this upgrade and finish this later phase faster. It will also be a chance for the modding community to adjust the mods to the base game changes. I really like that, actually. I like that for the second reason, so modders can carry on modding and get those mods fixed. And the fact that, you know, before you release, let's get it tested. We plan to run this testing for about 1 month, and everyone who already owns the game will be able to participate. We will provide you with more details in a separate announcement as soon as we have the details ready. We can't wait to show you what we've been working on. Whilst it's still the same U-boat, as we all know, it now feels more fleshed out, polished if you like, and different in many ways. We hope to see you on the Atlantic. And on that note, if you're watching this as a video, by the way, or you're watching it back on YouTube, as it stands at the moment, on today's date, whatever today's date is, the 17th of the 3rd, on Steam, U-boat, if I click on U-boat, is £8.74. It is a bargain. I can't describe to you how much of a bargain that is. £8.74. Because as soon as all these changes are in and we start doing some beta testing, I bet you a Panther, a Pincher, whatever you want to sell, that is going to go back up to £17 to £20. So, there you go. So there's your updates. Let me know in the comments. Kind of good stuff. What you think? What you're looking forward to? If you'd like to see the, I'll see if after the stream I can find the link and I'll put the link in down below so you can go click to it and go straight there yourself. But I'm streaming at the moment. I just thought I'd read that bit out, and yeah, let's. So here's what we're going to do. We've obviously finished the war. That's what we've done. But we want to do a cheeky bit of testing. So let's do a cheeky bit of testing. The thing I want to really look at is depth. How deep can we go before we start taking damage? And I genuinely want to have a look at some torpedo different. And does having G on a torpedo make a big difference? Because let's load the game in. Let's just. Where are we? 1st to the 8th, 2023. Oh, that's 2023. Let's load that. Let's see what that is. I've no idea, by the way. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. And I do have a cheeky little cake that was sent to me. I say sent to me. Lisa went to see, see a friend, and they sent me a cake. Wasn't somebody who watches the channel and sent me a cake. Don't know how far that would have travelled, but no thanks. Well, that's like it's meant to be. Okay. Okay. Let's see where we're going to go. So if there's anything that you guys want me to test, now is the chance. Because once we start the game again, you know, up in earnest, then probably not. As we will just be getting stuff done. We're looking pretty reasonable here. Why are we targeting that? Okay, so we're targeting that to clear all this out. What do we have in the way of... What's the distance to that? So that is fine. So G, I want to test because if I put G on damage control, he gives me a bonus because of his skill set. I think it's, I can't remember which one it is. I need to find out which one it is, but he definitely gives me a bonus. Is it? Where is he? Thank you, whoever that is. There it is. When this officer is assigned to the command station, he is also providing as advice for the sailors taking care of the torpedoes, a launch procedure. The increase of effectiveness damage is done by 6%, so that's quite a chunk of change. That 6%. So the question is G. There it is, baby. There it is. My celebration with cake with you, G. Isn't it ironic that the man we're looking at is the man that's just dropped 60 months. 5 years, G. Pinky up, brother. Cheers, G. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From me to you, sir. Thank you. Damn. Which is why, of course, he always has a place in my heart. He does, and he's always in my games. Yeah, baby. 5 years. Damn. Yeah, so 6%. So I want to see if we put G on there, if there's any real difference in the damage. Do you know what I mean? If that does make any form of difference, or it doesn't. So as long as we don't put G on the... Do you know, I really want to back up. I want to back up to about 1,000 meters. So we might make some noise here, we might get detected. We can load it back in, I'm fine with that. Come on. Let's see what torps we have ready. Let's see what Brother Leon has got ready. Do we have a solution for this, actually? We do have a solution for this. Let's start working on that. Let's start looking. We have a full set of torps. We've got a T3, T1, and a T5. Okay, so we've got all the torps we need. At least I can't cook the engines here. That's true. Give it time, Nodgy. Give it time. Right, that's 990. That's 1,000 meters. I think that's a nice shot. I think that's a cheeky little shot. So let's stop the boat there. Stop the boat, baby. Let's go, blue lights. We've got our solution and everything we need. Let's just fast forward time just a little bit there. There we go. I think that's bob on that. I genuinely think that is nice. So I am going to, just so we can watch. Let's turn that out of the way. And I want to save here now. Because obviously, I mean, we're testing. I get it. If it's not your thing and I get it. It's not, you know, it's not the normal format, but it's just the way it is. Torp test. I want to do some torp testing for my knowledge, really. We can share some knowledge as well. And hopefully people learn and people understand what it is or what it isn't. So the first thing I'm going to do is let's do the T3. And we'll fire it as optimal. So what is this? This is a Empire Tower. So an Empire Tower. Let's fire it at optimal, because I think that would be fair. An Empire Tower has a draft of 8 meters. So let's set the depth to 5. We'll keep the depth to 5. I think that's fine. So there we go. We set the depth. It is 1.1. So let's change that to 1.2. Get it to turn right. Right, now I want to save because that's my solution. Right, that's my solution. And then all we can do at that point is swap over the torpedoes, and then in theory everything is kind of fair. So let's fire one. All we want to see is how much damage we're doing to this based on this one torp. Leanne makes a lovely Sunday dinner. We have had this week, and I don't know whether some people will like it or won't like it. And don't get me wrong, this isn't an advert because there are people that have. We're trying the HelloFresh for the first time, purely because we've got a lot of money off on it. Otherwise, I would probably, I would never do it. So our first box arrived Saturday, and we've tried some stuff on it, and it's okay. It's okay. We'll see. Jury's still out. I'm not going to give you an honest review, but the jury's still out on that. So we shall see. But on the other end of my just my luck, you know what I mean. I was as you guys know, I'm doing Blue Prism, working towards a developer. So at the moment, I'm a certified associate developer. I want to be a developer, so a certified developer. I have completed the coursework, done everything I need to do. I found like a test, a test website, if you like. Ooh, here we go. Yeah, that 5 meters there is bob on. That is bob on, that. That is going down. Damn. Woo! Yeah, that went down fast, like damn. Right. Tight shot that. Yeah, 5 meters down. So what we're going to do now is we'll put G on the. We just need to undo the torpedo. So depressurize the tank. So here we go. So here's what we're going to do. So we will go back to the solution, I think, which is there. We need to undo this. We need to send G onto damage control. Let me just see. Yeah, G is on damage control. We'll give him +1. And then we will reflood. Because he has to be there as part of the flooding for that process, the additional 6% to take place. It is 1.1, so we'll go back to the 1.2. Ish, there we go, and send it. So this is the same torpedo doing exactly the same thing, but with an additional 6% of damage based on G's skill set. This should sink that. Exactly the same. Some stuff I need to attend to, so I'll be lurking. G, I love you, brother. Appreciate it. Hope your week gets better. We didn't speak much over the weekend to find out why your week was so bad, but yeah, let me know if I can help in any way, shape or form. Go do what you need to do, sir. I will enjoy our 5-year celebratory cake. Well, I'm assigning this as our celebratory cake. It was just a cake that arrived, G, but as it's been 5 years, this is our celebratory cake. Because that means I've been streaming for 5 years. Damn! So, certified developers course. I'm test ready for it, I reckon. But what I was waiting for was the website I've done. There's 109 questions on the website that there is. Interesting. That isn't a straight sink. Ooh. Okay. Abandoned. That's not what I was expecting there. I don't know about you guys. That's still a sunken ship. What? How you doing, Cole? Good to see you. So which one do you think which one do you guys think was better there? 1 or 2? I genuinely preferred 1 there. I did. I genuinely preferred 1 there. 1, yeah. 1, and the second one was a lot slower to sink, yeah. Do you know what, let's keep it fair, let's do test 2 again, so we'll move G straight over, and then we'll send it, just to make sure it's not on the old R and Jesus. Do you know what I mean? I think that's fair. So G goes straight to damage control, please, and we'll try and wiggle this time, just so the boat is less moving. So we need to de-arm and refill, please. Change that to 1.2. And then send it straight away. Let's see if it's an impact thing. Send it. Right, there we go. I wonder if we were just lucky with the old R and bejesus. Right, let's let it run. Yeah, so there's 109 questions on this testing website that I found. Like I said, you don't know whether they're the actual test questions, but it's 109 questions that look like they're test questions. And very good. So I was test ready. I was going onto the Blue Prism website and noticed that if you've completed a course in the last 3 weeks, you can enter a competition where you can win potentially your course, the certification fee back, or they'll pay 50%. So you either get 100% free or 50% free. But you have to wait. The course or the competition results are done on Wednesday, I think. Dang it! So I could have done it over this weekend, but I thought no. If I can get it for free, I can get it for free. And then there's a webinar which I've booked into on Tuesday because new test questions. Apparently, I was like, God damn it! So I could have learnt those questions, understood the questions. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's cleaner. Yeah, that's cleaner. Yeah, so it is an RNG. It is the good old RNG. Yeah. Okay. Well, now we know. Now we know. I'm pleased I redid that test. I am pleased I redid that. Because if I'd have done that the first time, I wouldn't have been happy. Because that then tells me that that perk isn't necessarily working. And we definitely want that perk working. Without any shadow of a doubt, we definitely want that perk working. Otherwise, that's kind of a stinker. Right, so that was the first torp. So that, for those torpedoes, that was the T3. Here's the T1. Back down to 12. Again, we'll leave G where it is. It's all set to 5 meters, so this is just as it is, okay? We'll send it quick. So about 1,000 meters away, 5 meters on this, which I think is okay. And this is the T1 without, obviously the T1 has the bubbles. Bubbles! T1 without the damage modifier, going straight in. So if I'd have taken the test over the weekend, would I have got the, you know, the old exam? I don't know. Would they then match the, you know, the questions that potentially I've been kind of revising for and working towards and stuff? No. But that's just about my luck, isn't it? You know, you do 109. I did the test. I did the test. I did the 109 questions on Friday. In all honesty. And when I put the answer in, because you can validate your answer, when you put the answer in and validate your answer, if it was right, I gave myself a little score. At the 109, 101 of those have answers, 8 have explanation on, so I kind of just left those off. I didn't calculate those in my score, and I got 76%. So I'll take it. Here we go. Is that low enough? That is low. That's a steady go down, that, isn't it? From impact to sink, that was a nice and steady decline, I feel. And down she goes. I prefer that. I like that. Oh, that's us actually now. Damn. Holy moly. Okay. Right, so we'll work fast again on getting G where he needs to be, switching torpedoes out. Right, G heads into damage control for me, please, sir. I'm trying to work as fast as I can. Let's open that, close that, change that to 12, just to keep it real. Everything's good. So that T1s are the best, super range. We should have a look to see what the difference is. It's one away. So this is the T1, 5 meters with G on the damage modifier of 6%. Nice. The T5 though, I do kind of like the T5 if I'm honest. Because it's standard, I just don't like the fact that it's erratic. And it doesn't necessarily have that much of a punch. For slowing a boat down, I think a T5 is okay, but depends. The T3s are nice because they're silent. You know, they don't leave the trail, if you like, of we are here. But depends what's cheap. New boats, eh? Ryan, yeah. New boats coming soon, brother. Yep. The Type 2, the Type 7. Those are your boys. Right. Oh, that went. Now, is this a standard decline? That is a steady decline. Can't help feeling the first one was faster, though. Again, the first one was faster. Ooh. Oh, I was actually looking then for an aircraft carrier, you know. Okay. I still think one was better, you know. In the nicest possible way, I'm thinking one was better. And that's without G on here. Whether that's because there's a delay and the torpedo impact is very slight, but I wouldn't expect it to make that much difference. But one was definitely quicker again. Damn. I wonder if there's a depth kind of thing as well. So let's do that. Let's get rid of that. Where's the? Is that the T? So they're both fats, aren't they? T5. Let's do a T5. In theory, it should just go straight at it. Do we believe that? Shandy! So we're firing a T5, hopefully at the same target. Hopefully they hit the same target. Yeah, the lower down you hit, the more water pressure. In theory, he says. Do you want to test it? Do you? Do you want to test it, sir? I am curious. If so, what is this? No. Right, let's have a look, because if not, we'll see if we can move to something a little cheeky that can take the hit. Just got you wondering what you're trying. So we're 1,000 meters away, Ryan, and what we've done is we have taken the ship down to, so we've taken the torpedo down to 5 meters, so it's basically optimal for that ship. We fired a T1 and T3s at 5 meters with G on and without G on. So G, in theory, gives a 6% modifier to damage. An MZ under the keel meant to do most damage. Ooh. I mean, in theory, yes. Do you guys want to try an MZ under the keel? That is a slow thing, man. Damn. That is a really slow boat. But this is where we'll find out. I reckon whether G gives us the 6%. So this blue around the E and caused the fire. So in theory, this one, the T5 will probably be the one that benefits from. Oh, that's going to put itself out, you know. That's going to put the fire out, unless the fire spreads, which it hasn't. So that's not sinking. Ooh. T5. Ain't sinking. No way that's going down. So that'll be an interesting one. So let's load that back in. This is where we put G. Oh, we're using impact on magnetic. Those are, I think they're impacts rather than magnetics, yeah. We would have to go back and check what's in the torp. Right, so let's send G over to damage control. Bring up the ship. AZ. So we've been using the impact rather than magnetic on those. Let's go T5. Send it! So shall we try? Let's try magnetic after this then. On the T1s and 3s. The 5s, nobody cares about the 5s. They would dive to 50 meters to avoid it. Really? Go for an under the keel and a mag shot in a bit. I will do. Like I said, if you guys want to see anything, now's your chance. Get it in while you can. Because, you know, while we're kind of waiting for patch to happen, that's probably going to be a month. Yeah. Quite happy to get some testing in, you know, just to see how it all works. That's a beautiful torp, though. I also want to check the depth. I also want to see how deep this thing can go without kind of causing itself an issue.
Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg zum Ziel.
Oh, cheers. Feel free to check out some of Lisa's new art. Feel free to check out Lisa's new art. There is the link. Is that her Etsy store? That is her Etsy store as well. Feel free. I haven't put anything new up there, but if you want to go over there, have a nose, tickle the pickle of the algorithm just by clicking it and just going to the webpage, she would be immensely grateful. And I'd appreciate it. So yeah, feel free. Does a T1 work at 10 kilometers after 7.5? You can see the target.
20 Sekunden.
Does a T1 work to 10 kilometers? What's the range on it? Serious damage. Your boat! Of my boat. I didn't feel it's good to see you, sir. Well, that didn't even set that on fire. Oh. And that's with the damage modifier from G as well. Ooh, one sec. I'm just going to grab a drink. Okay, so it's gone. Well, I say it's gone down. It's abandoned. I still think shot one was better. Damn. T5 had a cap full of explosive in it all, seeker bits. Yeah, I mean, I kind of get it. The whole idea was, I think the whole idea of a T5 was to hit the fast movers, wasn't it? It certainly wasn't to hit these. I don't think, because it's always going to hit the prop at the back, always. That's abandoned, or you could say that that's better, because when everybody's left that, they could go on board and have a look round. Right, let's let's load on in. Let's try and keel one. Top test. Let's see what the depth of this thing is, and then we'll see if we can keel it. Underneath, let's see what that does. Good to stop a ship and leave it behind the convoy. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Yeah, it's useful. Empire Tower. Let's just go to glass and see what we have. So Empire Tower is 8.47 meters. So I reckon 8.5 meters on the depth. Oh, hang on. 8.5 meters. Resume.
Zu Befehl.
Let's try an 8.5. I think that's maybe a little bit aggressive. We are loaded. I think that might pop under. We'll get it to turn right. If it misses, 1.2, 1.2. That's without G as well. Send it! Send it? Did he not send it? Why is he not sending? On the way, baby. Helps if I unpause the game. Professional streamer. Right, here we go. Oh yeah, you can see that. Look at that. You can see she's deep. Did we change it to a magnetic? I don't think we changed it, did we? We didn't. I'm sure we didn't change that. You guys suck. Nobody told me. God dang it. Come on, team. Come on, team. Where are you, man? Right, there we go. It is there. Magnetic. That's what we want. God damn. 1.2, 8.5 meters. Oh, it's already selected it. Send it! Nobody. Not a single person went, oi. Here we go. This one's for you, Ryan. Let's see. With the waves, I reckon we might go under it. Probably could have set it for 8, but we're just trying to sneak under it, aren't we? We are. We don't want to impact it. We want to sneak under it for it to blow. So on this kind of sea, what do we reckon? Half a metre to a metre. We've gone 8.5. Perhaps it should have been 8.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
Here we go. Cheers, good health. I could have this playing, you know, if I was to shut up, on an ASMR channel for lock on repeat.
20 Sekunden.
Here we go. There's the kill. Oh, that looks clean. Oh, that was bob on. Ooh, that was pretty clean. That was pretty clean. God dang it. Ooh. I mean, it's abandoned, but is that it? No way that's not sinking. I'm curious if the speed on T1 has any effect on damage as it was always flat out.
Rohr 1 geladen.
I'll tell you what I find disappointing on that, and we are going to do that again, is that hasn't sunk. Yeah, that hasn't sunk, and I find that a little bit kind of. Because that to me is a done deal at that point. We've used that on a direct impact. So again, it is there. It's changed to a magnetic. It is at 8.5 meters at 1.2. Let's send G onto damage control. Let's and refill. Send it! The reason why is because no matter what we did there, the T3 at 5 meters sunk the ship. The T3 at 5 meters with G as a boost sunk the ship. But a magnetic underneath, which I believe should do the most damage, didn't sink it. You couldn't have hit that better. I don't think I could. I think we were bob on. So this now is exactly the same, 8.5 meters underwater, with G, with the 6% damage modifier. This, if it's the same result, the same impact, should sink this boat.
20 Sekunden.
Let's roll the R and bejesus, here we go.
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Oh, clean. Absolutely clean. Ooh, serious damage and a fire. Oh, she's gone this time. Oh, she stopped there again. Why did she stop there? Is that a bulkhead thing? She's going down now, though, because of the burning, I think.
Rohr 1 geladen. Höhlenbruch, sie sinken.
So now is that because the 6% of G, or just that we hit it better? We need to send another one, don't we? We need to send another one and just see if it is. Different result to what I was expecting. That definitely a different result to what I was expecting. So under there, let's whack that on there, please. We're leaving G off, so 1.2. Magnetic at 8.5. Send it. I think the 6% made the difference. It certainly suggests that the 6% made the difference, which is what this one's going to do. In theory, this one should validate the claim. Or it certainly validates the fact that the 6% damage is correct. But that then also dispels the myth in this game that under the keel hit, which is what I've always led to believe is the one that would basically, you know, in theory, I think it should break the ship. But I don't know, are there any, you know, any maritime gurus out there which would be better, a 5 meter deep side impact centre mass or a under the keel explosion? That's an interesting one, that. What the... That damage is terrible. No way. What?
Rohr 1 geladen.
That's just polished it a bit. It's just... We're good to go. I mean, it's on fire. That might be its... Fire breaking out here. So that might be its doom. But I can't help feeling that that's more by luck than judgment. That to me is an RNGesus thing. So this fire's just gone out here. All they need is a G on board. Look, it's just going to like basically blow and put everything out. It's still going down, no. No, there we go, fire's out. I know, just saw a lick of flame up there. There's a lick of flame there. And there. If this doesn't abandon before that gets out, then I think they saved the boat. Oh, they abandoned! No! Oh, that was close. Now the fire will have it. Oh! Fire seems to dice roll. Yeah, I have to agree. Look at that. They lost that because of the fire, which was pretty much out. I genuinely think they could have saved that boat. I want to try. I'm going to try something just because I want to. No real random reason. But I want to know now, what happens if I just launch a torpedo at minimum depth, 1 metre, and just send it? And what's the damage? Because at 5 metres, it doesn't matter at 5 metres or you know, the majority of the way down that boat sinks. So if I use the same torpedo, bish bash nabosh, as an impact, right, run it at 1 metre, 12, just to keep everything and send it. Send it! What does it do? At 5 metres, we're guaranteed to sink it. Done. Under the keel, risky. That to me is. And I genuinely would like to know whether how that would work in real life, because all I've ever been led to believe, and you know, it's media stuff, that in theory the explosion underwater causes the hull to bend and break, and then in theory the hull breaks and it falls apart and, you know, it just sinks. But what happens if that doesn't do that? What happens if the hull just warps and then basically, is that what happens there? You get a smaller leak rather than the whole thing falling off and whatever. Don't know. Generally don't know. Right, 1 metre deep. This thing is just skipping along, bobbing along. There we go. Pop went that weasel. Straight half and a fire. Serious damage. Okay. I mean, that start to me is genuinely the same as the underwater explosion. So the, 8.5 metres. Plus, I mean, that's a raging fire. Plus, that's a guaranteed hit, where if you go 8.5, one wrong bob, and it's off, isn't it? Righty. Okay, realistically, the deeper the leak should be putting water in under greater pressure, so flooding faster. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's what Rich and Leanne are saying, and I completely agree. There's more water pushing it. There's more water pushing in than. Yeah. But the question is will that go down? Yep. Well, she's abandoned. And if she's abandoned, the fire is kind of raging. So the question is whether like this now, the fire gets put out by the ocean. No, she's gone. Yeah, she's gone. 1 meter.
Sie gehen unter.
Yeah. See, you can't be telling me that a 1 meter torp is as effective as a 8 meter under the keel torp. Does that seem right to you, or am I missing something here? That seems... I don't know. Part 2, after the blast, a bigger hole, now I'm under more pressure. That's just kind of strange, isn't it? And then, well, so, do you know what? Let's send one. Again, under there, so we'll send one. It's 8.5 meters, isn't it? Let's send one at 7. And again, we're using T3 here, PI2s.
Los!
Without the boost. So this is without the 6% boost. Unless it's a bulkhead thing, lower down the hull, I'm lost. Yeah. So if this is the case, I want to find the sweet spot where it's not classed as under the hull, but side of the hull. Because then I think that's your secret sauce, isn't it? Because if you're 7 meters down, side of the hull, that in theory shouldn't stand a chance.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
5 meters killed it every time. 5 meters killed it every time without fail. On an Empire. So there you so if you see an Empire, 5 meters, job done. In fact, I think most of them are around 5 meters actually. Which is really good because then it doesn't necessarily matter how choppy the sea gets. To me, the 5 to the 5.5 meters is the sweet spot in this game. From what I gather. Here we go. Is this going to be side or underneath? That's a side in fact. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, there's all sorts of bits falling off this. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely gone. Yep. Damn.
Rohr 1 geladen. Sie gehen unter.
So do we have a solution for this? So do we have a solution for that? Right, let's look game. I just want to try something. True, often bulkheads cover the lower holds. Do they really? Unless they're modding the... possibly. In which case we've then breached above the bilge. Just. So what is this? So we have a solution. This is a Liberty.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Jawohl. Kurs setzen. Jawohl. Kurs auf diese
Bigger boat.
Koordinaten setzen. Zu Befehl.
Bigger boat. Stop the boat. Liberty class. Nope. Definitely not you. Freighter. There we go. Liberty 7.2 on the draft for this one. So we'll do the cheeky 5 meters again, I reckon.
Jawohl.
And in theory, a bigger boat, definitely a bigger boat, should be able to withstand a bit more of a punch. I would say. So back to that old chestnut. Wait for somebody to get out of my way. That is, let's go backwards a bit, because I just want to go backwards a bit because we're at 920 at the moment. I don't like that. So I'm just going to go backwards ever so slightly. We'll keep our depth to 5 meters because that's what we've tested everything else has. Or as, not has, as. Go back to 1,000 meters, again, keeping the test the same. That's kind of my goal, my plan, if you like. 940, 50. $90, and there we go, 1 kilometre. So we'll save, what we'll do is we'll save the torque test there now, so we haven't got to faff about with all that manoeuvring again. We are 1,000 metres away. Let's up that to 1,000 metres, please, before it wants to turn right. In fact, we'll up it to 1,100 before it turns right. So that's 1,000 metres. Everything's hunky-dory on that. We are working on that solution. 5 meters deep on a T3 without the boost, or without G's percentage bonus. There is G. He's on improved depth keeping. Bigger boat this time. Some C3s and lib ships broken up first wave. Ah, okay. Right, let me just move that out the way so we can see. 5 meter torp on a Liberty. Again, just having a test. It's a bigger ship rather than that look. That is what we were shooting at. In theory, this may be able to sustain. And I'm really just trying to validate now that that 6% damage difference comes in. So we know there is a little bit of R and bejesus. We're fine with that. Good night, man, chat. Cool, good night, my brother. Appreciate you coming in. Cool, before you came in, the announcement at the start of the stream is the new boats that are coming in, sir. So I don't know if you caught that, but there are under, probably within about a month, apparently. We're going to be doing some beta testing, and yeah, then we shall see. Oh, that looks low. That looks low in the water, that. Happy hunting. Thank you, Cut. Appreciate that, man. Oh, that was low. Damn. Now Daisy wants to go out the back. Right, I'm going to go and let Daisy out. You guys monitor that for me. Lisa's got it. So cheeky T1, that looks like, oh, yeah, there you go. That looks like she's sinking. She's certainly abandoned. Oh, okay. Fire on board, apparently. There isn't a fire on board. I am not seeing that going down, so we'll fast forward it. Is that this thing dropping depth charges? Oh, that's on us, actually. Damn. Oh, yeah, that's literally on us. Where is he, then? Is he? Oh, yeah, there he is. Miss me, sucker! Right, so that hasn't sunk. It's abandoned, but not sunk. Right, so now this is where the G should come in. So now we load. We put G on. And then see where it goes from there. Interesting. You right, Daisy? Right, here we go. So we'll put G on damage control. Let's look for this. Grab the target solution and the torps. Undo to redo. So you have to do that because G has to be part of the pressurization. If he isn't, you don't get the bonus. So when he's pressurized, send it! So, additional torp, or a torp, 6% bonus, 5 metres deep, on a Liberty. Let's see if this sinks. If this sinks, then in theory, it's the 6%. Or that additional 6% that is doing it. Again, could be RM Jesus, but we'll see.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
We're shooting, baby.
Sekunden.
Daisy's gone already. Faultless Lisa around.
20 Sekunden.
20 Sekunden. 10 Sekunden.
Sekunden bis Einschlag.
There it is. Fire on board, fire at the front, fire at the back. Or fire, actually, it's fire amidship, isn't it? Fire amidship. Fire at the fore. Abandoned, gone. Fire in the aft. Still that last tiny little green bit there, right now it's gone. And there is in theory nobody putting that far out. God, that's almost like a different impact. Is it me or is that yeah, that's...
Sie gehen unter.
Okay. %. So what we're going to do now, Ryan, is exactly the same shot, exactly the same again that we did the first time to validate it. Because again, it's all about the R and Jesus. It could just be the fact that that 6% seemed overly obvious there, though. I don't know if it's the same to you and me, but that 6% seemed overly obvious, and I mean massively obvious. So we just send it. If this doesn't sink now, let me just move that out of the way. If this doesn't sink now, then one, that 6% is absolutely worth it, beyond any shadow of a doubt. But I also have a sneaky feeling that that is kind of a little bit more than 6%, because the fire on that thing was disgusting. It was a strong hit for sure. Yeah, I kind of agree.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. 30 Sekunden.
Here we go.
20 Sekunden. 10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Fire at the forefront. Oh, fire at the back. Abandoned already. Don't see any fire though. Abandoned already. Although I see a flames there and flames there. I don't see any fire. Oh, what? That's close though. It is close, isn't it? Oh, that's like a slither. What the? That's like a Harry Potter slithering away. Look at that. No. How is that not sunk? Come on. Who honestly thought that was sinking then? Because I did. Wow. What the hell? To be fair, I had that down to sink, the way that was dropping like that. I'm a little bit stunned at that. The gaffer tape is holding it up. The black nasty. That's what we used to call it in the military. Gaffer tape. The black nasty. Held everything together. Wow. Well, I am surprised at that. I'll give it that. So, yeah. So the 6% works then. Damn. So, let's blow underneath it and see what happens. I don't think we're going to sink it then, unless we take the front of it off. 7.5, I believe, is the depth on it. Let's have a quick check just to make sure that we're fine and we're happy and we're dandy that it is going to be 7.5. So let's go to glass on the Liberty. The Liberty is 7.2 meters. So we're going to go 7.5 on our solution. 7.5 meters again. There might be a big ask. We'll change that to 1,100. Get to turn right. Everything's good. And we need to change it to magnetic. Send it! Here we go. Answers on a postcard. What you think this is about to do? What about a 6% keel? So we're doing a none 6% under the keel at the moment, and then we'll do a 6% keel at 7.5. I just think it's fair to do it on a bigger ship. Is that 7.5? That seems kind of...
30 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden.
Here we go.
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Yep, that's under. Oh! What's that under? What's that under? I don't know whether that was under, you know. I'm not happy about that. I don't... Answers on a postcard, if you please. I generally don't know whether that was under or not. So I'm going to take it down an additional ½ meter. So, but 7.5 should be the secret sauce on that. Okay, not quite sure what that was, but so it is as it is. Magnetic 7.5. So let's take it down to 8. And it looks like it hit. Ah, thanks, Carl. Dang it. Well, I suppose the question is then, how deep does it go before it goes under the keel? So we've gone basically a full meter under here. Oh, did I change it to a magnetic though? Oh, I don't know if I changed it to a magnetic. Oh, come on, team.
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Well, that definitely went under and blue. So I did change it to magnetic, is the honest answer to that. So 8 meters for the win. That's a nice hit, actually. Fire on board, fire amidship so far. Not spreading from what I can see. I think that's the standard kind of message. Until I see a full flame like this, I don't believe it. It's abandoned. So in theory, going down. No green. Really want to see some fire spreading up here though, because if it gets put out here, then it might not go down. Or want to see fire up here because it's going to be the last part of the ship that is. Yep. Oh yeah, there you go. She's gone. So that is very different from the Empire of Nothings, because the Empire of Nothings don't sink on that. Interesting. Well, now we just need to test it with a 6%er, don't we? Test that with a 6%er and then see how that performs. Damn. I like it. Here we go. G, go to damage control for me, please, sir. Head G over to damage control, over to solutions, undo and redo, please. 8 meters, take it to 1,000. Send it! One away.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. 20 Sekunden.
Here we go.
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Did we not set it? Tankers. Can't call me that. Do me best. Yeah, we'd have to find a tanker. Yeah, we would have to find a tanker. See, it's times like this where you kind of want that test environment, isn't it? So we've kind of created our own test environment. Right, let's try it in. G to damage control, please. Damage control is on that. Undo that, please. Redo that. Change it to magnetic. That's what we didn't do, I don't think. 8 meters. So magnetic, 1,000 meters. 8 meters under. G is on command station. Send it. Right, there we go.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
If you're going to do a test map, make sure you get it right.
30 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden.
It also goes to show the magnetic works then, rather than the
10
impact.
Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Here we go. Oh, that is clean. Whoo! That was absolutely bob on. No doubt about that. Oh, she's gone. Damn, look at that. Look at that drop. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no, it's slowed down. Matt, a T5 with 6% on this thing. Oh, okay. It felt that. It certainly did. That was brutal, actually. A T5 with 6%. Come on, Ryan. Objective complete. Okay. So everybody knows I love a T5, so we'll do a T5, last one, a T5, well, last one for today, because I can then just go and get some stuff done. T5, 6% with G, same target. Answers on a postcard. What do you think it's going to be? 25%, 50%, 75%, or full sinking? Whack your guess in while you can. Let's turn it. Let's do that. Let's undo that. We will T5 that. We'll leave it on 8 meters. Not that it's going to make any form of difference. G, there we go, is on depth steer as well. In fact, we'll take it to... It doesn't matter. I generally don't think it doesn't matter. We'll leave it on a... Actually, let's put it as a magnetic torp and see what it does. Just for giggles. 5 meters. It doesn't matter where it goes because it just resurfaces anyway. Right, it's looking good. That is definitely the boat that we're going to. That is definitely the boat that we're going to. There you go. Look, see, it's coming up, look. Damn thing. This makes its own mind up what it does. There we go. There's a turn. Definitely a turn there. Yeah, so she's tracking.
20 Sekunden.
Getting louder. There it is. Yeah, there you go. See, it just rose there. It just absolutely rose and came up anyway, look. What's a horrible talk. I mean, if they were always designed to do that, then that's bob on that if it's causing that much of a fire. Because look at that. Absolutely blew the engine room from that. Listing, she's definitely listing. Staying stable though at the minute, which surprises me. Oh, there we go. Now she's starting to lose little bits. Problem with that is, again, when the back end drops in the water, it puts the fire out, leaves the front end intact, and which is doable. You really need the fire to spread across forward. This is taking its sweet time to sink though. There's the abandonment. And now it's burning. And we've got fire on the top. It's gone. That's absolutely gone. A T5? What the fudge? It's a burning mess.
Wir sind erledigt.
Well, if anybody had 100%, better play you beat me. Because I was not expecting that in any way, shape or form. Wow. I genuinely stand corrected on that one. Damn. But I do think I am going to call it there though, so I'll do this for today's testing. What I will do is once I close the stream down, I will go and find the link to the dev post and I'll put that in the comment section down below, so feel free while you're in the comment section, feel free to have a look at Lisa's Etsy store as well while you're there. Just go and pump some traffic through it. You ain't going to buy anything, but just give it a click, give it a cheeky click. So on that note, boys and girls, thank you guys so much for joining me on your Sunday. It is truly greatly appreciated, as always. It genuinely is. Hope you found this useful, to be fair. Cheeky bit of testing. If there's anything else you want me to test, let me know. I definitely know we want to... In fact, while we're there, do we want... No, we'll do the test deck for another day. Boo! Enjoyed that. Take care, man. I know. We'll do the test deck for another day. We will. I promise. Because let's face it, we're always in trouble anyway. So on that note, I'll see you in the next one, you beautiful people. Stay safe, stay healthy, look after each other. Good. Drawers! God, keep swearing at me, you do. Good night, you beautiful people. Mental health.